fajita. The first ingredient for protein is lean steak. Lean steak is considered less than 10% fat. You can use the acronym FIRST to figure out what meats are leanest. For example, F is flank, R stands for round, S stands for sirloin, and the T stands for tenderloin. That's the protein source. The carbohydrate source is going to be red and green peppers. We're going to put some garlic in there, a white onion, some brown rice, a whole wheat wrap, and this is going to be stir-fried with olive oil cooking spray. The fat source is going to be reduced fat sour cream and guacamole. First step is to dice your peppers. Spray a non-stick pan with olive oil cooking spray. Cut your peppers into strips. The onion. I like to use the pepper container or a piece of paper towel to avoid a mess. So you put all your pieces of your pepper and onions onto the paper towel so it's easy to clean up. Dice up your onion. And 1 clove of garlic. We're going to pan fry the vegetables separately than the steak. Now we're going to cut the steak into strips. The steak I'm using is slightly frozen, which is actually easier to cut. The next step is to boil some brown rice. It doesn't matter how much you use because we're going to portion it after you cook the rice. Next thing we're going to do is stir fry the steak in some olive oil cooking spray. Spray the pan with olive oil. Put the steak inside the pan and stir fry it. The reason we cook the peppers separately than the steak is that we want the steak to keep a good eye on it to make sure it's all well done. Otherwise the steak gets mixed within the peppers and too crowded, and you can't keep an eye to make sure everything's cooked properly to the right temperature. Once you finish cooking the steak, you layer the steak on top of the wrap along with the peppers. The steak should be 3 ounces cooked for females and 4 to 5 ounces for males. And you're going to use 1/4 of a cup rice. You only use 1/4 of a cup rice because the rest of the carbohydrate source is in your wrap. So what do we have now? We have the protein is your steak, the carbohydrates is a combination of the wrap and the brown rice. For the fat source, we're going to use a combination of sour cream and guacamole. For females, should have a total of 3 tablespoons of each. It could be 1 tablespoon of sour cream and 2 tablespoons of guacamole, or 1 tablespoon of guacamole and 2 tablespoons of sour cream, for a total of 3 tablespoons for females and 4 tablespoons for men. So I'm going to have 2 tablespoons of sour cream and 2 tablespoons of guacamole. There you have it. A steak fajita with sour cream and guacamole.